Hello well-wishers and welcome to my channel Aspiring Minds. In today's video, we are going to do the line-by-line analysis of Sonnet 116 by William Shakespeare. So let's get started. In this video, we will be learning about what is a sonnet. We will be doing a detailed analysis of Sonnet 116 and there'll be a detailed discussion of the various themes that are there in this poem. So grab your virtual seats and let's get started. You must be wondering, what is a sonnet? A sonnet is a poetic form. It is a form of a poem that actually originated in Italy during the 13th century. Now, why is this a unique poem and why does it have a unique name? Because this poem has got fixed number of lines, that is 14 lines are there in this poem. There is a specific rhyme scheme and a different rhythm that is there in the sonnet. Apart from that, the beauty of a sonnet lies in the fact that it can portray complex ideas, emotions, thoughts or narratives in a very concise and brief manner. Did you know there are two people who actually invented this poetic form of the sonnets? The first and foremost was Petrarch, and then of course it is William Shakespeare. No reason indeed why we always refer to him as the Bard of Avon. It is because of this he experimented out there, and here we are going to study his sonnet as well. Now, while the sonnet form had originated in the 13th century, Shakespeare brought it for us in the 17th century, right? And apart from that, Shakespearean sonnet is also known as the English sonnet. There are 14 lines in this form of sonnet as well. The rhyme scheme is there for you. You can make a note of it from the image that the rhyme scheme means that there is the first 4 lines have the rhyme scheme of ABAB, the second set of 4 lines have the rhyme scheme CDCD, the third have it as EFEF, and then there is a final couplet, the last 2 lines which have the rhyme scheme GG. Apart from this, the structure of a sonnet is that it often follows a pattern of presenting an idea or a problem in the quatrains, that is the 3 set of 4 lines each, and then in the couplet there is a resolution or a conclusion to whatever problem or idea has been proposed above. Here is an image alongside the Sonnet 116. So let's get started. In the first quatrain itself, the poet brings out the central idea of the sonnet. Let me not through the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Impediments are obstacles that come in the way of love. So the poet is saying that true love is something that stands the test of time, and no matter what obstacles or hindrances come in the path of true love, it does not change. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds. That is, if there is any circumstance or situation which arises which requires the lovers to make a change or an adjustment, then it is not true love. I could give you an example of a boy and a girl or intercaste marriage. Many families or many households do not accept the idea of intercaste marriage, and because of that, many relationships do not see the ultimate culmination into marriage. They have to stop it then and there because they need to respect the ideas, notions and decisions of the family, right? So then that is not true love according to the poet. Yes, because he says that if you require to adjust or if you have to change yourself in order to prove your love, then it is not true love. According to the poet, he presents a very perfect and ideal picture of love, saying that no matter if the external circumstances of the lovers change, their love for each other should not change. It should not be altered or their love should not change its course or path just because the outside circumstances have changed. This could be in the form of families not agreeing or long distance relationships. All these are things because of which love does not reach its final culmination into marriage. In the next quatrain, the poet emphasizes that love is like a fixed point. It is unmoved by any kind of tempests or storms of life. Here he gives an example that just as a lighthouse remains steadfast, it remains erect and strong despite the turbulent seas. Similarly, love should be unwavering. It should not change. Love acts as a guiding star for every lost ship. That is, your love, your relationship should set an example for the future generations, giving direction to others. Even though its true value might be beyond measure, yet you must set an example no matter what. You might be wondering what is a lighthouse. So here is an image for you of a lighthouse, and the poet is suggesting that just as a lighthouse remains strong and steadfast despite the turbulent sea and shows or guides the sailor towards the shore, similarly, love of individuals in a relationship should set example for the future generations in time to come. In the next 4 lines, the poet rejects the idea that love is subject to the passage of time. While the physical beauty that is there in the youth of a person's life may fade away, you may not look as beautiful as you would look while you were in your youth, love itself should remain unaffected by any changes that may come in the due course of time. Love should not alter or fade away over the course of time, over the course of hours, weeks and years to come, but it should endure, it should grow rather than diminish till the very end of life. In the final couplet of the poem, the poet is asserting, he is completely confident, and he declares that if anyone can prove him wrong about the nature of true love that he has described in this sonnet, then he has never written anything or no one has truly loved, because whatever he is saying are facts which are accurate, correct, and there can be no other fact that can stand true to whatever he has just stated in his sonnet. Therefore, Sonnet 116 presents a powerful argument that true love remains unchanged even in the face of challenges, obstacles, and the passage of time. Therefore, we can say that this sonnet is a celebration of love. Having done a detailed line-by-line analysis of Sonnet 116, let us look at the 3 important themes that come out from our reading of this sonnet. First and foremost, the poet in this sonnet is emphasizing the importance of true love and being constant in your love. Shakespeare argues that genuine love remains constant and unchanged despite any external challenges that may come in the way, and he uses the example of how love is like an ever fixed mark, it never changes, and this is how this sonnet celebrates the theme on the concept of love. Next, time and mortality. While emphasizing how love should be constant, the sonnet also contrasts this with the transient nature of time, that is, time will keep moving ahead. Human life is unfixed. If one person passes away, dies, it doesn't mean that the love for that person should die along with that person. Love in any circumstances should not change. It should remain immortal, and it should grow rather than diminish over time. Having said whatever has been told by Shakespeare, we can say that what Shakespeare presents about the idea of love is a very ideal notion. It's a very ideal situation, a situation of perfection, because what he is expecting is something of a perfect kind of love, something that we all aspire for. We all want to be perfect in whatever we do. So similarly, Shakespeare is portraying through the sonnet that even in love we should remain constant. But considering the scenario in today's world, I wonder how many of us have ever experienced a perfect form of love. Now, mind you, this form of love may not always be between a boy and a girl. This can be between a mother and a daughter, between a father and a son. So the form of love, the idea of love that Shakespeare wants to present is, he wants it to be perfect. It should be error free. There should be no change that should come. The only change that should come in love is it should become more genuine. It should grow over time. So that's it from this video. I hope you liked it. Do hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel for more such future updates. Thank you for watching. Bye.